Hello everyone, welcome to another math class. Today in our lesson we'll be looking at database. In this lesson we'll look at creating and analyzing simple databases. First of all, what is a database? A database is a structured collection of information that is organized in such a way that it becomes easy to find and use such information. You can compare it to a library or a special collection where lots of different information or pieces of information are stored, and those information can be things like names, numbers, different things. It could be anything. It could be items that are sold in a shop. It could be anything at all. But once the database comes in, a structure is given to those items, and then their location and the use of them becomes something that is easy. So database is used for storage, is used for organization of data, and it also helps in fast retrieval of whatever information is stored there. Like we just mentioned, the three major jobs of database essential to help us manage large amounts of information efficiently. Helps us also to keep data organized so that they can be easily reached, and then it also works like something that helps us to locate something fast, as just like you can locate a treasure on a treasure map. It brings everything together, and makes locating them very easy. Now, why do we use databases? Databases are important because they help to maintain the accuracy of data. By accuracy, we mean the correctness of the data that have been stored. Once they are there, at least, and they are referred to, you will be sure that what you are getting from that database is something that can be trusted, is something that can be relied on. Also, databases help to secure or protect sensitive information. They help to secure or protect information that are sensitive, and also they make data management more efficient and faster. If you have database, to locate certain things becomes quite easy and fast because you know where to look, you know what section to go to get whatever it is you are looking for, because there are criteria that have been used to set up the database. Now, how do databases work? Um, you can think of a database like a big table with rows and columns, just like we have right here, okay? Just like what we have here. Um, if you look at this row here, here you have this row. There's the code for the item, and the actual name is blouse, and the color of the blouse is blue. The price is 35, whatever the unit of money is, and the quantity of it in available in stock is 62 pieces. So this is a row, and you can see it contains information on a particular item. And then the vertical column is known as the field. Okay, so like this field here carries just the code of the different items. This other field carries the name, just the names of the different items. The third feed carries the colors of the different items. The fourth feed carries the prices of the different items, and the last feed carries the quantity. So you see these are feeds, the vertical ones, and each row carries the information on a particular item. Okay, so this first row carries information on the blue blouse. This second row carries information on white blouses. The third one on polo shirt, white color. The third one on polo shirt, red color, just like that. So when you're looking for something, you find out that it becomes easy, provided you know what you want to get information on. You know where to look, and it becomes easy to locate. Okay, so by organizing information this way, we can easily search, sort, and find whatever it is we are looking for. Okay, so yeah, this is another example of a database, simple database. So here, what we have here is something that shows the results of a particular student in certain subjects: math, science, biology, chemistry, physics. So this feed shows the subject, and this one shows the scores for first term, and this one the scores for second term, and this last field, the total score. Okay, so for if you want to see the student's performance in maths only, you go to this first row, you will see the performance in maths only. For science only, you go to the second row, okay? But generally, if you want to see for the first term, the two performances, you come right down these fields. Okay, so example of a database, you can take a school library, for instance. We could have columns for book titles, authors, genres, and availability of those books. Each row would represent a different book in the library. So if you find a book by a particular author, for instance, you can just go to the section. It could be arranged in such a way like books by Mark author. They could be in a particular section. So you're looking for books, any book at all written by Mark author, you go to the section where those books are kept. That's just an example. Some books could be arranged maybe based on the date of their publication. So if you're looking for a particular book, provided you know the date the book was published, you could just go to the section of the library where books published around those dates are stored. So a library is one good place where you can see database, being used, okay, to store large information, because you go to the library, you have a huge collection of books on different topics and all of that. So also books can be arranged or stored in the library based on the concepts that they are exploring or based on the subject. So different criteria can be used to store books in the library. At the end of the day, what you see in the library is a big database. Okay, just to bring it home and help us understand what database is. Now, in our current days here, when people ask like, what is the best way to store information? Now, with the way things are going, we could say conveniently and comfortably that storing information in the system, computer system, or in the cloud, as the case may be, is the safest way of storing information these days. Because if something happens, for instance, to your own device or whatever, whenever you're able to get back on, you can always hook on and retrieve your information. So the system or the computer system is one safe way of storing data currently in our world. And so to cap up our lesson, we just look at data sorting, filtering, and querying and see what that is all about. So when you talk of data sorting, it means you're arranging data in a particular order, in a specific way, using whatever means you want to use to arrange them like criteria. And data filtering is when you show specific records based on whatever criteria you are using. You're filtering the data. And lastly, you have data querying, when you are retrieving specific information from the database, particular information, when you are collecting it from the database, is called data querying. Okay, so here is where we call it a day. Here is where we come to the end of our lesson. We hope you have learned something on database. Hope to see you again sometime next week. And please, if you find this video useful, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe so that we'll keep bringing content like this across your way. So we'll see you again next week. Until then, stay safe and stay blessed.